So, hello, this is Sariah and Shay Storytime. Welcome back. We were missing yesterday because this one was sleepy and she slept for a long time. And I was not going to wake her for reading time, but we are back in action. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for joining us today with reading. We will try 98% of the time, we will try to be here every day. Now, our times will change, but if you subscribe to the channel, we come up in your feed when we go live, and then you can come right in and see what we're doing. And of course, we'll always be what? Reading or talking about reading or having conversations about reading or talking about a book or the characters or the writers or talking about a book that we also thank you, Sariah. Or talk about a book that we also are bringing to the table that have to do with Sariah and Shay and the amazing things that we do and the fun that we have all the time in our adventures in our lives. So our books will mock what we do in our real life, right? So we are going to go ahead and get started. As you see this picture behind us, you see that a couple of those three books are our favorite, and then that picture is just a main picture of the books that we will be putting out soon enough, hopefully dropping in April. You just have to wait and see, and we will also be reading those books online live as well. But what we do is read live books that we always get from the library, that her grandmother buys, that her grandfather buys, that her friends buy. And what I mean by friends is my friends that buy her books, and then also books that we go ahead and buy as well. We just use these books all the time and reread them and reread them and reread them, and we have fun reading them live. So if you ever try to figure out what book should I read, what book should I buy my child, what book should I read to be able, if I'm a classroom teacher, if I'm a parent, some great books. And what I do is I try to vet these books in the library and try to make sure that they are something that are easy read, a fun read, and something that you guys can read with anyone. It doesn't matter what age, that you can learn from these books and all the amazing, thank you, Sariah. Thank you. This is Sariah. She's pulling on my jacket because she's ready for me to read. So I'm going to go ahead and be quiet and read the book, and then I will go into my soap opera during our break. Okay, so the first book we have is called Bloom, and we have the same book which her grandmother bought, which is Curls. And this is by the same exact author, written by Ruth Foreman and illustrated by Talia Skiles. And the reason why I got this book, because look at this. This book is absolutely beautiful. Look at her. Look at the colors. That's what captivated me, was the illustrations. And that is a big deal. When a book is visually compelling, I love it. I love it. I love it. I want to be able to read this and be able to show the pictures off. And one thing about babies, you know what they love? Colors. Orange, red, pink, yellow, blue. She loves my scrunchies. That's why I make sure I wear them also for her as well. But I love scrunchies. But I'm a big advocate for colors and visually compelling stories. If it looks live and it looks beautiful, I know the words are going to be fire, right? And if not, I'm going to make sure that they are fire when I read them. So we're going to go ahead and read Bloom and start with Bloom. Let's see what Bloom is about. Let's see what Bloom is about, Sariah. It says, this girl blooms. This girl too. Look at her hair. Look at the color, Sariah. Look at that. This girl blooms. Just like you. That girl blooms. That one too. That girl blooms. That one too. Like beautiful, beautiful flowers. And I love a sunflower. They're gorgeous. Those girls bloom. These do too. Look at their blooming in beautiful colors. They're beautiful. Yes, Sariah. So I love that they use flowers and that their skin is blooming, that their colors are blooming, that their hair is blooming. It's just all giving. We bloom like flowers. How about you? Oh my gosh, look at all these beautiful girls. Look at you, Sariah. You're going to be in a book too. And she's going to be beautiful just as these girls. We girls bloom. We girls bloom, Sariah. We bloom like the sun. We do too. We do too. Look how beautiful she looks. Look, Sariah, look how blooming. And I love the colors. These girls bloom. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. These This girl blooms just like you, Sariah. Just like you. This girl blooms. So do you. So do you. How about that? That's it. This is a simple read, so I'm telling you, this right here, the reason why I picked this book, because it's beautiful. I love the illustrations. I love the colors. The words weren't that fire, and I'm only giving my opinion, but I love the pictures of all the beautiful women, all the beautiful girls they had in here, and all the colors and different hairstyles. So this book was a little bit different because it was mainly focused on the illustrations, which I always love. But let me tell you, I love a book that has rhyming in it. That's something that I can rap, something I can sing, something I can have some fun with. And that's always good to bring to the table when you're reading to someone, is to be able to have fun with it. Even if it's not a good read, try to bring your energy into it and try to make it as fun as possible. And that's what we're going to do. What you got? But this book right here, I think is going to be a win. It says there's a pest in the garden. So that means some problem solving is going to have to happen in this book, right? So that means we're going to try to figure out how they're going to figure out trying to get this pest out of the garden. So let's figure it out. Let's see what we got. So this book is by, let's see. This is a Hoofden Milfin Harcourt, Boston, New York. It doesn't say specifically the author, but I'll make sure I find that out and let you guys know. What you got? What you got? That. It says there's a pest in the garden by Jane Thomas. So that's the person, Jane Thomas. So Jane Thomas is the one I'm thinking that wrote it. So we'll see. And we'll find out. Let's go ahead and see. It says, munch, munch. There's a pest in the garden. So munch, munch means they heard something in the garden, eating on something. Ooh. He's eating all the beans. Go. He's eating all the beans. Ooh. What's that pest going to eat next? Quack. What's that pest going to eat next, Sariah? What? Corn. Corn. I'm going for corn. Yes. But corn is my favorite. Corn is my favorite. This sheep is mad. He said corn is my favorite. The pest is still in the garden, and he's eating all the corn. He's eating all the corn. Go. Sniff. What you doing? Sniff. Let me see. Look, Sariah. Yeah. What's that pest going to eat next? Oh, quack. What's that pest going to eat next, Sariah? Peas. He's going to eat all the peas in the garden, Sariah. What's going to happen next? He said, yippee. He ate all the peas. You know why? Because he didn't like the peas to begin with. So that's why he's happy about it. You like peas? She's not a big pea fan either. She hates it, by the way. I don't like peas. I don't like peas. So he's like, you can take it. That pest is still in the garden. And he's eating all the peas. Quack, quack, gulp. He's eating all the peas. But you know what? They didn't really care about those peas. What's the pest going to? Quack. What? Oh, he's eating. Sariah, look. He's eating something. He's going to eat it all up. She says, quack. That's a duck. You have a plan, duck? Yippee, a plan. The duck has a plan, Sariah. What do you think he's going to do? What do you think the duck going to do? He says, this part of your plan, duck, is this part of your plan? I don't know. I don't think this is a good plan. What you think, Sariah? He said, hey, hey. So this is the guy. This is the animal that's eating all the food, Sariah. So what's going to happen? What he going to do? He says, that pest just ate all the turnips. He ate the turnips, he ate the corn, and he ate the peas. What's next? What's he going to eat up next, right? Turn the page. Turn the page, girl. Turn the page. He said, huh? I'm about to eat up everything up under the sun. So let's see. He said, so we'll plant a new garden. We know what we need now. Ooh. What we need now. Turnip, turnips, a fence to keep the pests out. We need a fence to keep the pests out. Yeah. Mwah. And look at that. The duck and the mole. The duck and the mole come together because you know what problem they solved? No more pests were in the garden. And why was that, Sariah? Because they built a fence. They built, let me see, you want to hold the bun? Not eat it. No. There you go. Not eat it. No. Don't eat it. So this one, obviously, was about problem solving. What are we going to do to keep a pest out of the garden so we can make sure that we have all of our food? And this is a normal problem that a lot of people have, right? This one's talking away now. She is like making sure she's involved, talking, having fun. So that's why I want to make sure that I'm reading to her all the time so we can eventually have conversations about books with you guys live. Right? Yeah? What you talking? What you talking? So I actually bought something today where her grandmother sent it. And this is an educational device. And this device is going to help us to be able to learn math, writing, and reading. Let me go get it. I meant to bring it on live right now, but I'm going to show you guys what this looks like. Ooh. It's called Puzzle Early Education Cards. So this right here is something that it also involves reading. We don't necessarily have to always read a book to be able to do that. So this involves reading as well. So let me take out like a couple cards. And you know why this is amazing? Because she gets to put this card inside of it. And then from there, she gets to draw it with a pen. It's supposed to be, she gets to trace it. So you get to put the card inside of here. And look at that. Then you can trace a Q with a pencil. How cute is that? Q, a lowercase and a capital case. Q, and it speaks. I don't have batteries in it. I'm going to use it tomorrow. So you guys have to come here tomorrow to see. Yes, because she likes to tap stuff all the time, and that's cool. What? Here. Look at that. She likes to tap stuff all the time, but we are going to be learning about vegetables, the alphabet, painting. It says, math. I was like, what is this? Math and different foods. So it's about 56 cards in here. Yeah, 56 pieces in here of different cards that we're going to be learning this week. I'm so excited. So you guys have to come and join us tomorrow because this is where we're going to be doing. I'm going to have batteries in it and we're going to actually be learning some different alphabets. She's 6 months, y'all. It's okay. She could be as young as possible. It's never too early to start reading and exposing them to words and writing. We're doing it today. We're not stopping. We're just going to keep going and going and going. The sky is the limit. Even if she eats the cards, I don't care. I want her to be exposed to letters and I want her to be prepared for when she goes to school. Why not? Let's have some fun. You guys come in here. Bring your kids. Let's do this together. Bring this same device or get some pencil and paper. We can all do this together because writing and reading are two things that are married. And I always say that. You cannot do one without the other. You cannot keep reading without writing, right? So I want to be able to incorporate writing in her lifestyle as well, or at least watch me writing and then getting her hand and tracing the letters as well with her. So that's going to be the second thing that we incorporate into our story time, maybe a little writing. So something new, something fresh. Maybe we can start doing that and make sure that you guys are coming and not just listening to us read. We're going to be doing Spanish. We're going to be doing writing. We're going to be doing alphabets. We're going to be doing different foods, learning different things, right? There you go, Sariah. Because everything that you see, you have to read. So let's do it. Let's have some fun. But we want to thank you guys for coming in and joining our live. We will be here tomorrow if nothing changes, if she doesn't fall asleep on me. But Thank you so much for joining in. We will see you guys. Minyana, I'm Shay. This is Sariah. This is Sariah and Shay Story Time. If you are just coming in, don't worry. We will be here tomorrow and you can come in again. So again, if you subscribe to the channel, you'll be able to see us live in your feed. Right? Now let's do our music.
Level 1. Discover the fun. Let's dance at the jungle jamboree.
Dance.
Move our hands.
Go Sariah. She been dancing. So we are leaving, and that's going to be our future song out for the rest of the time. So good night, everyone, and we will see you guys tomorrow.